Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we are building the Arkham Asylum. I've wanted to build this one for a very long time, but unfortunately I did have a few missing pieces, so I had to contact support about that, and they finally came in so I can provide this review for you. So, we are going to get right into it and start off strong, starting with bags 1 through 2. You get this nice little squad car here, and what's actually really interesting about most of this build is I will say it is about 90% stickers in terms of details, unfortunately, but we do have these nice little, if we can get the zoom going in, we do have these nice little mirrors that they do here, which I actually really like this technique for mirrors because it is just using a piece like this and putting it onto one of those like bubble wand looking pieces. And then the roof on this actually does disconnect, revealing there's 2 stun guns in there, maybe some room for some more, 2 passenger seats, and little bars in there. Now, the other half of the roof also does disconnect, revealing this other build, which I currently have some other dude sitting there. If you'll give me a second, I gotta reattach this piece here. Alright, yeah. So, to get this guy out, you just have to pry open the doors and then angle it right. I will say this is a part of the build that I'm like still about, but taking it out, you have this nice build here, and just looking at this is really nice. Actually, I like the bar piece that he has here. Technically Joker is supposed to be in here, but how my asylum is displayed, I have extra room, so why not? And the cool part about this is you can disassemble these 2 pieces, swinging it open, and it's like a latch, you know? Look at that, nice. Well, I just broke it, but nice latch effort there. Maybe boom, yeah, a little bit of that. So hard to do when you're not, okay, there. See, connects back together, and we can slide that right back into the car and put the top back on. I have no idea where that piece went, but that is okay, I guess, because we are done with that part. Okay, so moving on now, we actually have the asylum, which we are going to be reviewing the overall look first, and then floor by floor. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with that. We're going to start at base level. Let's go ahead and get off my stand here. And you can see this is modular, so we do have the modular connection piece. We also have these cameras, a lot of this detailing for poison ivy here, and this is just how I chose to display this. You can display this in any other fashion or way. You do have to place all of these stickers on here, which is an unfortunate thing. The gates do open and close, so that is a pretty decent feature there. I have a custom here, not a custom, but going to be a custom. This is just the trash monster from Series 29. You can kind of put that there over this like clay face thing. I am missing a hot dog piece here that is in black. Turning to the side, we have a lot of this detail here, and actually more modular features. But also a hole in there, which you can't actually see in there. I want to get a lighting kit for this because I feel like it would be very nice. Also on this side we do have like the security door, a little trash can, which we'll get into on our first floor review. And then these back stickers in the back here, which I feel is quite ugly, but it is okay because it is a modular building and it is supposed to be covered up, and it's a corner build, so yeah, it's not like we have 1,000 corner builds already. Anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and take off this first layer here, why don't we? And I'll actually let you guys see as we take it off. I'm going to go ahead and remove all of the minifigures as well. or at least most of them, as I don't want to damage any of them, and we're going to be going over those in the minifigure section of the video. If you guys want to skip ahead to that part, you can go ahead now. It should be in the comments somewhere. I'm sure somebody has it linked. So let's go ahead and remove this top layer. Boom. That top layer is just taken off real nice and easy. And let's go ahead and remove this next layer. Nice and easy. We'll set this off to the side. And we'll start on this part of the review. Now, for this part of the review, we have a lot of details going on here. Of course, like I said, this is modular. We have a lot of this cracking pattern in the ground here. Ignore that. That is where a stud is. It's just where I keep Harley Quinn. You have the Joker over here. Some Killer Croc things. If we just... yeah, look. See the little Killer Croc scratch on the thing there. I will say this is held together in a very, very nice way, but it is super annoying to build because you have to, like, wedge it in there, and it's only like a little spiral piece. So in terms of building this, do be warned, there are some difficult steps. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Moving on, we have this hole in the back here, which I have talked about, and we have this trash can. Opening up this trash can reveals a lot of my extra pieces, but also there is the studs from the games. The purple, the blue, the gray, and the gold. And that is what are in there, because it's like a little Easter egg or trophy or whatever to hide this mechanism here. And I think I might have just absolutely shattered the mechanism whenever I was playing that. Okay, so anyways, moving on to the interior, we have, boom, as you can see in there, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a maximum security door here, and upon opening it up, there's like this little handle here. Look at that. We have the Killer Croc in there. Now, that is actually who I have chosen to display in this maximum security, but obviously, like, let's be honest, the Joker goes in there. But there is a lot of these green tiles, so I just assumed that was, like, water, and, like, the Croc goes in here or whatever. I could be wrong about that. Let me know down below if I am. Moving on, we have this poster right here. It's really nice designed. It is a sticker, unfortunately, but I do think it does look nice. Don't judge my sticker placement with that one. We have this nice little computer here. Now, this is from... this minifigure in there is from a CMF series, so do ignore that. But we have these nice cameras here, along with the door to the outside. If I could open it. Yeah, there we go. Door to the outside there. Got a nice camera work. Going over on this side, we can close that up, revealing the Clayface sticker down there, along with the little side-by-side comparison about how tall you are, and a little camera pointed at him. Going onwards, we have this nice little metal detector there that, you know, keeps the prisoners in check. A little camera, like x-rays thing with a guard probably going to stand suit. These doors go to the outside once again. So there is that. I just absolutely murdered the Joker in the background, don't worry. Oh, okay, there we go. Moving on, well, if I didn't drop everything in the world. Moving on, we have these right here, and as you can see, they have a really cool feature where if I pull this, they all open up, and that allows you to store them in there, or really just like stage a breakout or whatever. You know, it's really cool feature that they have going in there. Over here we have a little alarm or temperature thing, I think. But looking inside of there, it is just a hole that somebody has dug to the other side. Looking inside of this one, it is just a normal cell with nothing going on, and this one is just a normal cell with like a jumpsuit on the ground, so not much going on in that case. There's a few cameras going around on this floor, a little water spillage on this, and a rock, I hope is a rock, maybe a box, maybe, I think it's a box. So going onwards to the next floor, we're going to go ahead and connect that floor up. So let's go ahead and turn this thing around. Grab the floor and drop it down onto the connection points. All right, and we are going to go over the outside of this one first. So we have a lot of these poison ivy things going on. We have the penguin, which I love to see. It's my favorite dude right there. Is the goat. A lot of these HVAC units going on. We have a complete version of the watchtower, and nothing really going on the back. A little nether breakout point right there. Volt from air. And that right there. So moving on to the inside, we have this little office here, as you guys can see. A little water tank there with the scarecrow holding his little vial. And if we just go ahead and detach this tower, we have some interior design going on in this tower. As you guys can see, there's like a cup that's knocked over of green liquid, and we can just snap that right back into place. Maybe. All right, there it goes. All right, and moving on to this side, we have this little thing here that if you pull it, it opens the door as like so. And if we go to these, so you can see 2 normal rooms and one that is for poison ivy. So that is that complete side. And if we go ahead, we can attach the roof. As you guys can see, it is now on. There isn't much going on with the roof other than these things that you can hold minifigures on, and these stickers, along with that figure who is not a part of the set, but is very cool anyways. And it is a very good build. So let's go ahead and get to the figures. Moving on first, we have Harley Quinn. She is in her basic prison uniform with a hammer and some bubblegum in her mouth with a nice hairpiece going. We have the Robin right here, and he has the short movable legs, which is a good addition. So along with his sword. We have a Batman, as you can see. Now, this has a really nice cape because it's actually waving in the wind. You get the Joker with his little bang gun here and a very nice piece. You get the Penguin with the short stubby legs that you cannot move and a nice umbrella and cowl. You get Poison Ivy, one of my personal favorite figs in this entire thing, which is very nice looking going. You also get Catwoman, which actually this is one of my favorite Catwoman figs that we've had. Oh, hold on. You also get 2 of these security guards right here, and they're very basic looking anyways, so we won't go into too much detail about them, but it is nice to see those figs. We also got the Riddler. I'm actually a huge fan of this one. I like that they did a gold crowbar for his normal thing there. And we have Mr. Freeze with a good looking gun, a nice hairpiece, or a nice headpiece. We have the Bane. If you look at Bane, he has a very nice back piece there, and we're going to go ahead and put him right where he goes, so that, if I could get him on these studs. Can I? Yeah, there we go. Look at him. He's real nice up on that stud. And we have this Batman. I don't actually know who this is. Let me know if you know who this is down below, because I actually have no fucking clue. And for one of our final figs, we have Batwoman or Harley. I don't actually know who this is. Also, let me know down below. And that completes our fig list outside of Scarecrow and the Killer Croc. But if you guys did like this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and all of that good stuff down below.